Hey, First Violins. This is to help you play the Super Mario theme song. Um, if you take a look, I've already written in some helpful hints for you. The first being your key signature. I've circled it. It shows that you have no sharps and flats. However, that doesn't mean we won't have accidentals along the way, which I've also marked in. Okay. We've got lots of chromatic notes, which means that just like in the entertainer, we have to make a distinction between each of those notes. One in particular would be this G, G flat, F natural. I've written in a 2-1 low 1 there, and I'll explain that in a second, but we have to make sure we're actually moving our finger at those points, okay, to make a distinction in the sound. There are also a lot of repeats. I've gone ahead and bracketed them, but I'm not entirely certain that we're going to take every single repeat when we go to play this for real, okay? I've also written in some down arrows to help you remember low ones where they come into play. But if I have written in fingerings, it doesn't mean I've written in every single fingering, especially if it repeats. A lot of this is repetitive. So if I've written it in once, I'll just hope that you remember it, or you write it in again if you need it on your blank copy. Okay? So from the beginning, you have 1 and 4, 1, 2, or 1, 3. Okay? So if you want to play that on open E, that's fine by me. You have, and then you go right into the melody. B flat, which is a low 1, then G. This is a triplet. Triplet is what you're thinking. F natural, low 1. And then watch that B natural. So after you come up to that low 1 on the E string, that B has to be higher. Okay? So in time, that sounds like this. And like it says, all notes are to be played staccato. So I don't want really smooth bows. Right? It's supposed to be staccato. Da, 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 dum. Okay? Going on to A, this is where you have your 2. You have rest. 2, 1, 1, third finger extension. And then 4. So again, that's 2 for G, 1 for F sharp, G flat, low 1 for F natural, and then extend for third finger. And then close 4. So then a G sharp, another extension on D string. Then the same finger pattern. Then I would do a fourth finger extension here. If you really want to jump to third position, you can. But I think it's easier to do the extension because you're just there. But you have to know that if B is here, your extension is a half step higher. So it's easiest if you kind of grab hold of the violin here with your thumb and move your thumb to get that extension, right? So you have, okay? It's hard for me to play it that way. But you can shift into third if you want to. Whatever it is, just make sure you get a C natural, not a C sharp, so you might have to fix it a little bit. And then going on, same finger pattern. E flat. Okay, be careful of that. So it's rest. Okay, so as we go on, you have C natural. Be careful of that short, long pattern. Okay, make sure you're really thinking 1 and 4, 1 and 3. 1 and 4, 1. Okay, so I really want to hear a longer beat 4. Then you can use open E if you want because it's just like the beginning. And then just like we did before. Okay, of course there are repeats. I haven't taken any of them so far. Okay, going to the next page here or the next portion of your music. You have an E, D, G, G sharp, and watch a lot of these F naturals. So you have to move up for that G sharp, G, G sharp. F natural, 1 and 3. Then you have a B, make sure that comes higher. This is F natural, this is B. They go higher, right? 1 to 3. And that's an F natural, hence the down arrow. So you're thinking triplet, triplet. This one you want to plant 2 down for your B natural, and then you're going to play a low 1. Do you see how my fingers are tucked there? That's the only way I can get that tritone, right? And come back after that open E. So when you play open E, you're stretching your fingers forward. Okay, so that whole part would be. Then E. We've done this before. And then again. So again at 49, you're going to do that 2-1, right? 2-1 across the string there. Okay, that's really important that you do that fingering. Then G is just like the beginning. Then again, H, same thing as before. Yeah, and if you don't get that extension on the first note, just slide your finger a little bit higher if needed. Also bring your elbow around, that will help. Then, and the second ending, you'll end on a C there, okay? So it's actually not too bad. It is the counting that's probably the trickiest in some of those chromatic notes, but I would say that in some ways the entertainer can be more difficult with the chromaticisms, okay, and also the syncopations. If you know the theme to Super Mario, then you know these rhythms, okay? But I would also help to speak them out. Da 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 da. Put your metronome on. Tap your stand. 1 and 4, 1 and 3. 1 da 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 da. Whatever you need to say, whether it's a nonsense syllable or it's the actual counting. But I would speak it out before you play and slow it down. Don't attempt to do it that fast like I was doing right now. I was just doing it to kind of give you a sense of how it should sound, okay? If you have any questions, let me know, but otherwise, good luck.